Hey guys, welcome to week 4 out on the AT. I might stop naming these by the weeks because I can't consistently post them at the end of each week, so I'll probably start naming them after the miles we do. This is Fontana Dam.
Whoa, can we not? Oh my God. We are here at Fontana Dam. It's very, very cool. It's a lot bigger than we thought it was gonna be. It's very cold this morning. It's probably about like 35 degrees right now. We're out here. We've got a big climb today into the Smokies.
We're starting the Smokies. Really big climb. A lot of elevation gain.
Yeah. We've got about a little less than 7 miles today, but it is a beast. And
I
then
think it's like 3,000 feet gain.
Yeah.
The AT crosses right over the dam.
we're crossing the dam. Damn! We have not seen grass like this the entire trail.
This is
so
so
lush.
cool. It's so nice.
Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
This is the jankiest fire tower I've ever seen in my entire life. The whole thing swayed in the wind or when people climbed it. It was very stressful, but the views were so worth it.
I know. I'm going back. Okay. I'll be right behind you.
Oh my God. Hello everyone. Day 2 in the Smokies. There's Nicole. In the morning, we were putting our permits in the box and we happened to run into our friend Ice Bath, who's on spring break, hiking the Smokies. We met him early on in our journey out here on the AT, and so we got to hang out with him all night last night. Then this morning, 2 of our other friends happened to be at the same campsite as us, and tonight we're all headed to the same place, so that'll be really cool. The weather's absolutely gorgeous out here today, and we're kicking butt. But yeah, we're headed 11 miles today. It was literally insane. And in general, it was just really cool to see him.
This is the first shelter in the Smokies, and all the shelters in the Smokies have fireplaces so that you can start a fire like literally in the shelter. It's so cool. We were passed by 7 people riding horses on the AT in the Smokies. It was so crazy. This is the most wildlife we've seen on the trail so far. These deer were not afraid of anything. They're protected in the Smokies, so they just walked right up to the shelter.
This one's a little more shy.
The next day, we spotted deer again. This guy is sleeping on the ground, doesn't even know that there's a deer right next to him.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you guys, the other day, Nicole and I went to the bathroom in the woods. Normal, do it every day, no big deal. But we come back and we always put hand sanitizer on. And Nicole had accidentally scratched her hands while we were out going to the bathroom on some brambles. And then she put her hand sanitizer on and literally was like, ah! And later we walked past this guy who was like, did you guys hear an animal dying? But it was just Nicole.
This is my all-time favorite tree. Look at this thing. For comparison, I'm underneath it right now. Look at this massive Christmas tree! Now I feel like we're in the wilderness.
Only just now? We're at 200 miles tomorrow.
Because we're at a higher elevation, there's evergreens everywhere now.
It's like different stuff. It's personalized to what you buy.
Yes, yeah, oh, you almost had it.
We're seeing our parents today! Very exciting! We're at Klingman's Dome. We've only got like 2.8 miles this morning, but it's about a 1,200 foot elevation gain. So, you know, it'll be hard work. We'll get to see our parents!
This is the view from the top of Klingman's Dome, and we officially reached 200 miles at this point.
What a fantastic day!
It was a wonderful day.
Nicole and I's parents brought some trail magic out, which is some snacks and some drinks for other hikers coming through that day. This is the town of Cherokee. Nicole and I took a 0 day here with our parents.
Bye! Bye. See ya! Safe travel! Just had my first fall. Nicole did great. She took care of me. I'm good.
This is a boar fence. It was installed to keep invasive boar out of this area, I guess. Fence crossing. I don't know why the boar just wouldn't go up there. Mind the gap. We found gap. Woohoo.
On this day, the weather was really bad, so we decided to take a 0 in the shelter. Nicole and I gathered this firewood with our friend Spectrum.
Your stuff up there so you
All right, Jamie, pause for a minute. Oh! You saw her? Yeah.
like
Took me a second.
So I just got my trail name. People were calling me Moose last night because I got this hat in Cherokee and it's so cute. But I was like, I'm not sure about Moose. And then this morning, we decided to take a 0 day in the shelter because the weather was really bad today and the views are supposed to be really good and we didn't want to miss them. So we gathered some dry firewood today to start a fire. And then me and Nicole started the fire using a bracelet that my dad got me that has this, like, it's like a compass and then it has a little fire starter with flint on it. And like we started it with just that. And then we built it up like ourselves, and I had my face down in the fire blowing on it for like 20 minutes and I got soot all over my face. Not this was intentional. But yeah, I got soot all over my face, so now everyone's calling me Sparky, which I think is so good because like that's also like my attitude sort of. So I'm really happy about it. I finally have a trail name. Did it work? It's warm.
This shelter is supposed to sleep 12 people. On this night, we fit about 22 people in that shelter. And Nicole and I are watching Survivor, and I was able to hang the phone up with my headphones so that we could both watch it together.
One of my mom's friends.
Her name is Tracy, and we love her so much. She made us so much dehydrated food, and it is delicious. We are so grateful because it took so much time for her to make that. So thank you so much!
This is dried food.
It's delicious.
It's really good. And we're making chili tonight with it because we have ground beef. This is marinara sauce and some kidney beans. And this smells so good.
We're eating it like jerky.
Look at that!
And these are the views we would have missed on that rainy day.
Look at that view! This is gorgeous. That's a straight down drop. Okay, this is our tent. As you can see, that right there is the privy. So we're really close to the privy. And then those are the bare cables. Maybe like 20 feet, if that. This is where our tent is set up. It's pretty slanted. And the shelter's over there. It doesn't look like it now, but there were a ton of tents set up and pickings were slim.
Okay, so Nicole and I just passed a shelter that is closed for the next month because in the middle of the night, a bear slashed through someone's tent and took their pack and then tore their pack apart. And then the hikers had to work together to try to scare the bear off in the middle of the night. And then the bear stayed around the outside of the shelter area, like circling it for a good like 30 minutes, they said. So now they've closed the shelter for a month, and if that doesn't work to get rid of the bear, they're going to try to relocate the bear, and if that doesn't work, they'll have to put it down, which is really sad. But now because of this, everybody is headed to the same shelter tonight and was at the same shelter last night, and it's so crowded out here. But you know, we're doing great. Today's a 14.6 mile day, our highest mile day so far, and we're almost out of the Smokies. Nicole and I decided to add 1.2 miles to the day to do this blue blaze that led to a really cool fire tower. Full sketch. That's cool. It's just an empty space. Oh, my dad would not like this. Oh man. He would not enjoy this. This shelter had a fence as its fourth wall, and a lot of the shelters in the Smokies used to have this until people started putting food on it to lure in bears. This shelter had a shovel for us all to use for our cat holes. So today we've got 10.7 miles. We're getting to mile 240 today, which doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but there's this app, Gut Hooks, that we use out here that basically tells us where all the water sources are, where the shelters are, how far we are from them. Like it shows you your GPS on it so you can tell how far you are from things. And then there's little like comments people will put out about a water source and be like, the water flow's good, the water flow's not good. But we finished the first chunk of the trail on the app, which is exciting. And today we're gonna go to Standing Bear Farm, see if they've got any pizza or beer. It's like 0.2 off the trail or something like that. But yeah, it'll be a good day. It's absolutely gorgeous out today. Weather's really nice. It was kind of funny because yesterday we were literally freezing in the morning. Like, pull out gloves, have hats on, multiple layers kind of thing. And like our hands hurt, it was that cold. And this morning we're just wearing shorts and short sleeves. So a little bit of a difference, but there is also a several thousand feet of elevation difference from yesterday morning, so that'll be cool. It's the biggest poo I've ever seen in my life. Okay, wait, maybe comparison. Boom! Oh my god. On our way into the Smokies, we had to put our permits in a similar box to that one, but on the other end. And then we had to carry half of our permit with us for the rest of the Smokies. So this officially means we're out of the Smokies. Finally. Not saying we didn't love the Smokies. The Smokies treated us very nicely. Could not have asked for better weather. But, you know, there's more chances for trail magic outside of the Smokies and more places for us to resupply, so happy to be moving on to the next part.